This is from Joel Wood. 3 questions.
Yeah.
Number 1. Let's answer these as we go.
Yeah.
Number 1. Do you see any scenario where Sasha and WWE work things out?
No.
I agree with that. Do you see anything in WWE changing because of the Vince thing?
No.
And 3, I agree with you, Andrew. Heard anything about Naomi?
You'd be shocked, but my answer is no.
I feel like she'll probably play ball, man. Like her husband's in the company.
Well, I've already heard the like the narrative that like, oh, maybe she was forced into doing this.
Okay.
Like, oh, she was kind of I that's always been the narrative that like, oh, maybe Sasha egged her on to do this a little bit more.
Interesting.
Than she should have. So I don't know. I think I can see Naomi going back for sure. I don't see Sasha going back right now.
Listen, Naomi could probably play this in her favor if it came down to it, where she's like, you know what? It's fine that she left. Put the spotlight on me for a little bit. Yeah,
she's great.
Use that like old school politicking, right? Do you think politicking is still heavy in pro wrestling?
Big time.
Yeah.
Huge.
Do you think there's a lot of politicking in AEW?
Tons.
Yeah. All right.
Tons.
This is 10 from our buddy Bob Rowe.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, did it? This is $10 from our buddy Bob Rowe. Money towards Rich and Andrew's legal bill with Michael Avenatti and Associates. Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. Michael Avenatti's in Otisville right now.
This is $10 from Cadillac Carson. Thanks, bud. Here's my wacky conspiracy. WWE sells to Disney. I agree with that. A wealthy businessman in Florida secretly buys Disney. His name, Tony Khan. Tony Khan owns WWE, and perhaps he knows who killed Kennedy.
Very possible, all this.
And he knows who killed Kenny.
Yeah.
This is listen.
Very possible. Listen, I think Tony Khan knows a lot of things. Who was on the grassy knoll? The Magic Bullet? Has anybody asked Tony Khan about the Magic Bullet and what he knows about that?
The safety net is The Rock buying WWE. Then he puts out Jumanji, Jumanji 4,
right?
But he calls it Jumanji. The last 4 letters are WWE.
Jumanji. Here's the issue with this. The company's valued at like $6 to $7 billion.
Jeez, yeah.
Their net money is like $180 million in the bank, right? That they put in clean. Who's going to pay $7 billion for $180 million in revenue a year? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you also can't sell this company. It's a publicly traded company. It's a public company, so you would have to merge or buy out the shares.
Right. And
it's a lot of money.
Listen, The Rock, right? ROCK rhymes with stocks.
Rock stock.
That's what he's going to do.
He's going to buy
those shares. This is all horseshit, by the way. This is $5 from Sher Hashemi. Hashtag Mattman Multiverse. If Andrew bought WWE tomorrow, what is the first change he would make to the product on TV, and what role would Rich have? Why do I get? I'm not owned by the WWE.
No, you would come. I buy WWE. You come with it.
I'd come with you.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I come with WWE. All right.
Rich would be on air.
Oh, sweet. On air personality.
Yeah. And you know what we're doing? We're bringing it back to the 90s.
Oh hell, like mid 90s.
Super Soaker.
Oh yeah.
White T-shirts.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Isn't that the best way to book this? If I bought WWE, what would the first change be? I wouldn't change a thing. I would keep it the way it is. maybe the first thing it would be that I would go a little bit more adult after 9 o'clock. Like the 10 to 11 hour should be more adult.
Very much. I think I would keep it relatively the same and just be like, yo, guys, put on better matches.
I'd add a 4th hour. I'd put a 4th hour.
Mm-hmm.
Make it 5 hours. I'd make a 5 hour and a post show.
Make Raw 2 hours. Make SmackDown 3 hours. NXT back down to 1 hour.
NXT back down to 1. I think NXT should be 1 hour.
Main event gone.
Yeah.
Superstars gone.
No, digital distribution. They make money with those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, online, international distribution.
Joel Pearl says Andrew would make me head of creative.
Joel Pearl,
head of craft services.
Head of craft services. Yeah. You be costume director.
Who, Joel Pearl?
No, you. You pick everybody's outfits.
That'd be great. I get to dress everybody?
Yeah.
I would dress everybody on that roster like Japan's hard gay.
No,
leather.
Yeah, the leather strap. Yeah.
Look that guy up, by the way. It's not a bad joke.
It's not a bad joke.
It's not a bad joke. This is great. I sent a couple of buddies a hard gay gift this morning. All right. Let's take some more questions. This is from Derek. Why won't Matt Riddle answer my fan mail?
Dude, you sent them a photo of you shirtless and you wrote "I love Matt" on your chest. I would be terrified of that too.
I think he wrote "I love Mac." That's why.
Oh, that's why he got pissed. He's like, "Who the hell's Mac? Why are you sending this to me?"
This is from R5RR5 on Twitch. Here's a question for you. Bray and Bo, are they coming back?
I mean, I would think that Bray could. I don't know about Bo. I don't know what Bo's been up to.
Yeah. Or maybe he's going to be a producer. Like, isn't Curtis Axel a producer now?
I think so.
Yeah, interesting. This is from John Canton.
Another great what if, huh?
On YouTube.
Joe Henning.
Oh, yeah. What kind of Father's Day gift does Stephanie get for Daddy Vince? Awkward. I'm just reading it how he wrote it, guys.
I don't know. What the hell do you get him? What do you get him for Father's Day this year?
An NDA.
Do you think Vince calls? He's like, Hunter, Steph, come over. I'm making shish kebabs. Do you think he does that?
I'm roasting vegetables on a shish.
On a sheesh. What does he get? I don't know. Nothing. I can't think of what he would. You know what? I got it. Like bodybuilding stuff.
You know what?
Thigh master.
I'm gonna outdo your answer.
Yeah.
They all have kids, right?
Yeah.
It's the kids' gift. That's the Father's
Thigh
Day
masters.
gift. All the kids get them thigh masters. Yeah. This is from Lamora on YouTube. What's your general hype level for Forbidden Door out of 10 at this stage? Oh, it's 10.
You're at a 10. I'm at like a 6.5, 7 right now.
6 to midnight right now.
Okay.
That's a boner for your noobs out there.
Yeah, it's 7, 8.
I'm
excited for it. I'm excited for it. I want to see what they do with it.
I'm at a 10, and you know what? I was at a 10 when they announced it. I almost pulled the trigger on an expensive flight in Airbnb. I said, no, let me save that money. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat pizza with this guy, and then I'm going to Japanese mist you.
Is that what we're doing? We're eating pizza?
I'm going to spray you with Japanese mist.
I want to do gyros.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's get some Fontanas.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and greasy.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. Let's see.
You know what we can do? Put a TV outside and have it outside.
That'd be amazing.
And have the fire pit going.
That'd be the most amazing.
Yeah.
We'll invite MG Geek.
Yeah, he'll come by.
Jonathan.
They'll come by.
He said MG Geek said that it's cheaper for him to take a boat to New York than to take a flight to New York.
Man, that's some boat.
That's what he said before.
Yeah. You know what? Suncast will serve us like little hot dog weenies. He'll be in a butler outfit. He'll come out. He'll present like with a little bow tie, and he has little hot dog weenies, and he gives us,
bow tie, nothing on.
Nothing on.
All right. But the cocktail weenies are from Portillo's.
They are from Portillo's.
Corey Richmond in the chat room. Any surprises expected for Slammiversary, which is something that we did not talk about, but we know it's happening.
I mean,
there's like loose Bullet
reverse
Club stuff.
They have the ridiculous reverse battle royal. So
yeah.
I don't know who the parts. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of retro spots. I don't know.
There's loose Bullet Club stuff in Slammiversary, so you maybe will get some of that. It's also interesting how Gallows and Anderson are just not anywhere to be found in AEW TV right now.
I got really stoned one time, and I was watching, and for whatever reason, I thought Eddie Edwards and Eddie Kingston were the same person. Okay? I'm not even kidding. I was so stoned.
Because you thought what?
I thought Eddie Kingston and Eddie Edwards were the same person. And I kept looking at Eddie Edwards. I'm like, this dude doesn't look right.
They were a tag team for a bit, right?
Were they?
Or am I wrong about that?
Kingston and Edwards? I don't know. All right, what else do we have?
Too many Eddies. Let's see. Not enough Eddies.
Not enough Eddies.
So you don't think there's going to be any surprises?
I think there will be. I think we'll have a couple surprises. I just don't know. I'm a little behind in TNA.
All right, let's see. This is from Colonel Stutters on Twitch. Hashtag Ask Mattman, do you still hope to see all the pro Vince McMahon TV shows, biopics, and books still to come after the news of the last few days?
Yeah, because I feel like he's like a total weirdo, and we've never really gotten any kind of insight on his real life.
And plus, WWE is producing all that stuff.
Yeah, and then they're gonna present them in like the best way. But I mean, I would like to hear like his story, like weirdo Vince's story about how he took over the company, like in detail, like all the stuff that we don't necessarily hear. We always hear those Vince McMahon stories from other people. I like to hear a couple from him.
Absolutely. Here's a quote from Joel Pearl / Vince McMahon. I'm making shish kebabs, but they're all meat because vegetables are for weirdos and liberals. God damn it.
Yeah, I think that's a very accurate Vince McMahon line.
Vegetables, what's that? Strawberry?
He thinks all strawberries are vegetables. He thinks all fruits are vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables, he thinks are all vegetables.
All the same,
legumes, potatoes are vegetables.
What is that, a legume?
Is that a legume? No stone fruit. This is from Derek. What's going to happen with the Vice WWE show they're working on?
Oh, I don't know now. I have no idea. That's a good question. I'll ask.
It's a good one. This is from Joe. Do you think Steph's burial makes more sense now? I know you were struggling to make sense with that story some weeks back.
No, it still doesn't make sense to me because the reason to bury her still doesn't exist. Right?
Right.
Like, the reason to put it out there publicly that she was bad at her job, there's more to it. It can't just be like, well, it was an offhanded comment that was said to me.
Right.
Now that, it's interesting because I was told that. We reported it. And all of a sudden, was it Business Insider has that big piece. But by the way, terribly written. That piece.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this person that wrote that article did investigative journalism to get to the bottom of this and what happened. I think she was handed that story.
They did SEO journalism.
It was very much that's exactly what it was, dude. I couldn't find the words. It was SEO journalism.
Yeah.
The whole thing was based on that.
Which sucks.
Which I hate.
So do you think it was handed off to a virtual assistant somewhere overseas? They came back with it and it was barely rewritten?
No, I think it was handed to someone that doesn't really know wrestling.
Interesting.
And it was just bullet points that she had to make a story out of.
Moving on?
Yeah.
That's from Jonathan Risk, that guy. Do they have liberals in Canada? Yes, they're called Rush. Look it up.
Rush.
Sam Stackhouse. Who's going to take over if they punish Vince?
Sam Stackhouse, professional wrestler. Sam Stackhouse. Sam's a big boy, and he does flips.
Big guy, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him go through a table.
At an Arby's.
At an Arby's, out of all places. I would... It would have to be... Nick would be interim CEO, and then you figure it out from there. But he won't be kicked off the board. He can't.
Yeah.
Even like him stepping down would have to be his choice. It would have to be like, I don't think they're going to oust him.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shocked. I would be very surprised because it's WWE.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do two more.
Two more.
Yeah, let's do that.
This is an interesting question. Let's from Corey Richmond. Is it a bad look if there's no African American representation at Forbidden Door?
I think if it made sense booking wise and you kept somebody off, yeah, I think that's bad.
Yeah. Booking wise, absolutely.
I don't know. That's such a slippery answer, right? Like,
it really is. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Swerve and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Should they be on the card? Could they? Like, I
think they can definitely be on the card.
I think they definitely should be on the card if there's a match that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially, you know what match? I would love to see them cut it up with LIJ.
Yeah, that would be cool, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't. Yeah.
We'll see next week.
I don't look at things like listen, my perspective is very different than someone else's perspective, especially if you're, you're black, your personal color, whatever. Your perspective is going to be very different. My whole thing is, if it makes sense, they should be on. I don't think anybody should be purposely kept off. I don't think that's how they saw it or they're doing it, but we also don't have a full card yet, so it's very possible that Keith Lee is going to be on it or someone else will be on it.
I think it's definitely also an issue of there's no... Modern day is very tough because you also don't want tokenism at all.
Yeah. You don't want to come off as that either.
But yeah, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Put everybody on the card. Yeah. And I do think you're going to get more of the roster on the card. I want
to see Keith Lee on that card.
I think
sure.
I think you're going to get those 5-on-5, 12-man, 10-man tag matches at the beginning of the show. You know what I mean? Like the New Japan shows are famous for doing. You know, 8 dudes versus 8 dudes. And you can fit more of the roster. I think that would be a great addition to any show. Just put more of the roster. Put I'm also very surprised Team Taz is not represented for Forbidden Door in any way.
No, but this is the first Forbidden Door they're doing.
Right.
I think this is the trial to see how it goes.
Because
anything else.
It's also a lot of the guys on this card have worked together before.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big thing, especially with a guy like Tanahashi. Where Tanahashi probably has a lot of say to pick and choose who he wrestles.
Yeah. All right, let's do 3 more.
Okay.
Quick. Let's do rapid fire. Let's just do rapid fires.
All right.
I gotta
Hold
get out of here.
on 1 second. This is from Pratik. Hey, Andrew, would you like to see Veer Mahan in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match?
No. Sorry.
This is another from, you know what? This is another from Pratik. Hey, Andrew and Rick, Mega Pint. Do you guys like to see Veer Mahan? Oh, this is
No.
yes, same question twice.
No.
Here we go. A worse look is Chris Bay, a member of Bullet Club and Impact, ignored by New Japan. That is true.
That is true.
That's a bad look.
Yeah.
Because Chris Bay was like the newest member, and they, like right after they ousted Tama and his brother, like he was the new addition to Bullet Club.
Yeah.
And well, now Ace Austin, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. $4.99 from Joel Wood. What's more likely, Sasha goes to AEW or Sasha goes to Hollywood?
I think a little of both, but I think more AEW than Hollywood. She'll have more success in AEW.
This is from Wrestling Fan.
Short-term success.
Okay. WWE returns to Madison Square Garden. Do y'all see WWE bringing back any bigger names for that show?
They're back for a house show in July.
Brock Lesnar.
Maybe. I mean, listen, Road to WrestleMania, Road to SummerSlam, right?
Mm-hmm. This is from BC Knight on Twitch. It's a statement. Vince McMahon's successor, Jeff Jarrett.
Freaking Jeff Jarrett's gonna. Ain't I great?
Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy. Sean Garner, who's your pick for the women's Money in the Bank winner?
Who do you pick?
Liv Morgan.
Okay. I want Liv to. I think Liv should get a big push. We're big fans of Liv.
She's evolving. She's getting a very rapid evolution.
Yeah, I like Liv.
Guys, give us one more question.
One more.
And then we're gonna leave.
Yep, I got to get out of here.
We're gonna leave you disappointed as per usual.
Lacey winning, gents. Sorry, says Joel.
Who would win in? This is from Joe. Who would win in a cage match between the both of you?
Well, Rich one time powerbombed me, and on karate mats, and it concussed the shit out of me, and I went and I threw up in the bathroom.
It was a powerbomb on a trampoline. That was, I feel, more dangerous.
No. It wasn't the trampoline.
Yeah.
Do you remember we used to take those mats and make like a steel cage and wrestle inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do that, dude.
You powerbombed me.
I powerbombed you on the trampoline.
And maybe you powerbombed me more than once.
But the trampoline, I think the trampoline was more dangerous because the trampoline at this place was just a hole cut in the ground.
It was a hole cut in the ground, yeah.
With springs attached to a trampoline mat. So if you jumped super hard, you could see the basement.
And
I always thought that was very dangerous.
Very dangerous. There was no net to catch.
There was no net. It was just.
Do you know what it was? There was a
basement.
net. And you know what it was? You know, like how you cover a pool?
Mm-hmm.
It was like the pool covers.
It was a tarp. It was a pool tarp. Let's see. Right here. If there was a cage match, I'm pretty quick, so I would just climb out real fast.
Yeah, Rich was just.
I don't want to punch my friend.
Thanks for checking out this clip. For more, be sure to like and subscribe. In addition to this channel, the Mattman Podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts, and it's also available on F4WOnline.com as part of the Wrestling Observer Network.